Hey everyone, so today we are going to see how to connect AWS RDS with MySQL Workbench and using Python. So let's open our AWS account and search RDS, that's our database. So you can search from here as well as from the drop down RDS. Let's click on that. So to open the dashboard of the database, so here you can see the database instances, how many database you have created, how many clusters, snapshots, everything you can see from the resources. Then let's start with new database. The method is standard and the engine type would be MySQL, and the version is, let's take it as by default. Then the template would be free tier. Since we are using just for a testing purpose, if you are using for just to test your connection, you can use it as free tier. Then the database instance name, let's leave it as it is, and the username and password. So my username is that, and the password. So after typing the password, just scroll down, if the things which is by default. The two things which you need to see in this should be publicly accessible. Under the connectivity, this should, by default it is no, but it should be publicly accessible, that is yes. And this VPC is by default, leave it is. If you want to change the port, you can change the port, but just leave it as it is. Then go to additional configuration, give the name of your database, let's say test1. You can just create the database. It may take 5 to 10 minutes to create the database. So our database is successfully created, and now here we can see the status as available, and if we scroll right, we can see how much CPU is being used and how many connections. Right now we have 0 connections. Let's open our database. Okay, so here you can see the details like endpoint and port, and the public, it is publicly accessible or not. If you want to connect it with the SQL Workbench or with Python, it should be yes. So there are two things which you need to check. First thing is it is publicly accessible, and your IP should be added in this security group rules. So as in the beginning, if you're trying, then you will see only two, EC2 security group and this outbound, but you have to add your IP address also as in the security group rules. So I will tell you how to add. Click on this security group. It will open the EC2 management console. Then click on that. Then under the inbound rules, you have to edit inbound rules. So right now I have added the address from my MySQL. So if you want to check your this Amazon IP address, then you can go to check ip.amazonaws.com. So here you will get the IP. So copy this and add rule, select the type as MySQL, port number 3306, and just add your IP here, click on it, that's it. So I've already added, I will just delete it and then save the rules. So once you will add that IP, that IP will reflect here, and if you create more database, it will automatically reflect in all your databases. If you don't add your IP address, so you might get connection timeout issue or some connection problem while connecting through SQL Workbench or Python. So our database is created. Let's go to the MySQL Workbench and add our database. So click on plus. Here just name it as AWS RDS, and here we have to give the host name which we have got from this, the endpoint. Copy this, paste it, and the port number from here 3306, and the username and password. If you're not aware of the username and password, you can just click on this view credential details. You will get that. Username is this, password is this. Let's test the connection, and yep, we are able to connect it successfully. Click on OK and OK. So if you can see here, connection is created. So let's open the connection. Yeah, so now we can just add our query and get the data. Let me expand it. So right now we don't have any table, so let's use Python and insert some data. AWS db.py. So first we'll import MySQL. If it is not installed in your machine, if it is then you can just use the command pip3 for Mac, MySQL. Since the package is already there in my machine, this thing already satisfied. So like that you can install that MySQL. And let's create a function for connecting to the database and take a variable con connected with first we have to give host, and that is you can get from here. Then the port, which should be in integer. Then we have to give user the username, that is and the password. Then your database name. So if you go to your configuration part, you will see the database name test1 and the cache and then we have to create a cursor variable. Let's just create a table. Something like bookstore. Book ID. Book name. So we will create the table while establishing the connection. Let's connect this. call this function and run this. Okay, we've got an error. Let's see what is that error. So now the connection is established. No error. If you go to the SQL Workbench and check the schema, you can see the database name and the bookstore table. And if you want to insert, you can insert something. Let's copy this. The rest all things will be same, just we need to change the query. Insert store and values. To insert value, we need to take the values from the function. First is integer, that is, let's say 100. ID. So here we can just pass those parameters. ID. Okay, let's run it. So we have got this error because the table is already exists, but let's not call this function. Just insert that function and the value is inserted. If you see this, you can just go here and run this query. We can see the data. So like this, if I run again and run this query again, you see two data. So that's it. That's how we can connect our RDS with SQL Workbench and Python also.